Today we're going to be talking about the 10th James Bond film leading up to No Time to Die with The Spy Who Loved Me. Hey everybody, my name is Justin. I love to watch movies. If you guys love to watch movies too, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Click that notification for more up and coming videos. Today we're going to talk about the 10th James Bond film, which starred Roger Moore, The Spy Who Loved Me. This was directed by Louis Gilbert and was released in 1977 and saw the introduction of one of the best James Bond henchmen of all time, Jaws. James Bond investigates the hijacking of British and Russian submarines carrying nuclear warheads with the help of a KGB agent. The storyline for The Spy Who Loved Me does feel a lot similar to You Only Live Twice, where there were spacecraft and they were being hijacked and they were blaming each other. That's essentially what is happening with this movie. This is the third Roger Moore film, and I feel like he's finally getting into the role of James Bond. He has a lot of wit within the movie. He's strong within the movie. He fights against Jaws a lot, and I really did like Roger Moore in this movie. Overall, I did really enjoy The Spy Who Loved Me a lot more than The Man with the Golden Gun and Live and Let Die. It's a really entertaining movie with some cool gadgets, a really good villain, and a Bond girl that suits James Bond and even matches his strength within the movie. Roger Moore did a great job within this movie. I feel like the first movie, Live and Let Die, he was really calm and relaxed. In The Man with the Golden Gun, he started to become James Bond a little more. He balances humor a lot when he's talking to an agent as well as fighting and showing that stronger side of James Bond. He's able to capture what Sean Connery did really well, but added his own little touch to it. We have Barbara Bach as Agent Triple X, who is a KGB agent. She's one of the best Bond girls ever. She's intelligent, she's brave, and she's committed, and she's able to move the storyline further as well as be a great addition to the story. And she matches what James Bond is able to do within the movie. Richard Kiel stars as Jaws. I also remember him in Happy Gilmore. I saw him first in Happy Gilmore, and then when I saw him in Jaws, I put the two and two together, and my mind was completely blown. Oddjob and Jaws are two of the most iconic James Bond henchmen of all time. He is so tall, he is so massive in his strength, and he really poses a threat to James Bond. And that's what I absolutely love about Jaws, is that he could rip a car apart and he could just throw things left and right and it doesn't really matter to him. I love that he doesn't talk, his body is so solid and he just poses such that large threat to him, and it makes for some entertaining moments within the movie. Kurt Jurgens stars as Karl Stromberg, the main villain within this movie, and he's your classic villain. He has an agenda that just screams a bad character. He has this underwater lair that is so well realized and so well put together by the team that created some of the set designs. And early on, when you see that lair and he puts someone out into the water and they're attacked by sharks, he sets the tone for how this villain is going to be really early on. The amphibious Lotus Esprit moved quickly into an iconic James Bond vehicle. And growing up, when I watched a lot of Sean Connery movies and I watched a few Roger Moore films, the Lotus Esprit was one of the things I did remember from this movie alongside Jaws. The Spy Who Loved Me is an entertaining Roger Moore film. It has humor within it. It has some great action and it explores a lot of different places around the world. All of it looks really great. The Bond girl in here is awesome. Roger Moore is pretty good in the movie. Overall, The Spy Who Loved Me is an entertaining movie, and it had that spoof, The Spy Who Shagged Me, with Austin Powers, and I will never forget Austin Powers. So before I give you my final thoughts and score on The Spy Who Loved Me, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. Guys, we are almost to 6,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate the support. It truly means a lot to me. So The Spy Who Loved Me was a great Roger Moore film. It easily balanced that humor as well as some of the good gadgets and action scenes without getting too absurd. It did have a really menacing villain and henchman, which I really did like. It had all the elements of a great James Bond classic, while not trying to be too goofy like some of the other James Bond movies did. I'm going to go ahead and give The Spy Who Loved Me an A-. Thank you guys for checking my review for The Spy Who Loved Me. Coming up soon, we'll be talking about the 11th James Bond film, Moonraker. So stay tuned for that. My name is Just Watch Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.